out. So, you know, as much as I am a makeup addict, I am an eyeshadow addict. Like, I walk into beauty stores and I go straight for the palettes. They're just so fun, right? And you can never have enough. Well, look at the assortment of color and light in the Aphrodite eyeshadow.
I want to hear you pronounce some of these names as well.
Xenia, Zeus, Orion,
Yes.
Petra, Kalen.
Oh, you're good.
Hermes, if you say it as the god. Zeno, Kairos, I'm guessing, Plato, and Meraki. Did I get this?
You say them better than me, I've got to say. I named them all and then thought, why have I picked such difficult names? I don't even know how to pronounce them.
One of my best friends recently, well, I say recently, she's 2 years old now, but she had a daughter and named her Persephone.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I love that. And I would never be so brave and bold as to name my daughter Persephone, but I love that name. It's great,
That
right?
is so
It's
nice.
romantic.
I might steal it for this
Yeah,
one.
go for it. There you go. Or at least name an eyeshadow after her. Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she'll get an eyeshadow.
Perfect. $30.55 though to get a full dozen of these great eyeshadows. And the camera keeps panning, it looks great, but it really was inspired by being on holiday.
They've been on holiday.
Yeah,
yes.
right.
I went on a girls' trip to Santorini and I loved it. There was so much marble everywhere.
Yes.
And I was, oh, wow. I mean, what a gorgeous place. If you ever get to go, it's amazing. And I just felt really inspired when I was there. And all the colours of the sunsets. The sunset over there is amazing. And I just kind of came back and I thought, oh, I'd love to use that inspiration for a palette. So this is it.
Colors.
This is where it came from.
And some of them are matte, and then some of them are kissed by the sun. Right?
Yes, that's it. So we've got some nice shimmers. But then also the mattes, you know, for in the day, when you want a more natural look or if you want to smoke your eyes out. Yeah, I wanted to kind of make it as inclusive as possible and have some kind of very feminine shades in there, but then some browns, you know, some pinks, some burnt oranges. So no matter what your eye colour is, we can find something, you know, that works for you.
Well, don't you think that's why the nude eyeshadow phenomenon has kind of really taken flight? Because everybody can do it.
Yes.
And everybody is flattered by that. So then the adventure comes in, you know, what do you amp up? Or the adventure comes in, do you do all shimmer, right? Rather than, you know, or all matte, either way. So it's so flattering on everybody. And obviously our models will show you as well. But this is one where we could sit here for hours and do tutorials. And ultimately, I don't really think you need them.
I wanted to show you a couple. Ooh. Just so you could see some of the shimmer.
You have really nailed, though, the shimmer concept, right? Because it's a little too much in other products and lines, and you feel a little clownish when you put too much glitter or light on, and this is just a wash of light.
Yeah, that's it. I know what you mean. Sometimes it can feel a little heavy and you think, oh, I'm a bit scared to play with that. That might be a bit too much for me. So it's just about, you know, that add it as you need it, but it's not going to go on too heavy. You know, you can add as much as you like.
Also, I appreciate, this is a really good brush.
Oh,
so I appreciate the double-ended brush, you know, dense fibers on this one too, and one's going to be more for, you know, creating, it's like a blending brush or the fluffy brush, and then the other one's more pointed to give you more of a liner to get into the crease and then blend it out if you choose to. So that's not an additional purchase, and it's all right there. So I'm curious to see what our ladies have put together, or will be putting together, since we are live. Let's take a look at Delphine. All right. All right, let me see if I can name which ones. Okay, so she's got Orion, am I right? Okay.
Yeah. So
To
she's
do in the
gone
crease.
for more, she's using more of the natural colours, which is nice, so you can see, you know, they don't have to look, you know, really shimmery, you know, we don't have to go in and make everything really smoky and dramatic. It can be used as an everyday palette, and it's got those lovely nude pinky tones in which look lovely on her skin.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I love that, you know, while or maybe I'm calling this a nude palette a lot. I'm maybe not be doing that justice because I do see rose undertones in some of these and more, you know, kind of like if you wanted to create, like you said, that smoky eye that I think can be intimidating for a lot of us because they blend so beautifully, it's easier to do.
Yeah, definitely. You're doing a good job.
There's not a single makeup artist on the set. Like that's, you know, what I love about, I know a lot of the Beauty IQ shoes are done like that, but because you don't have to be when you don't have a makeup artist, you know, helping you every single morning at home. You know, unless you are one.
Yeah.
Unless you are one, in which case I'm sorry and I'm jealous. Right?
Yeah, me too.
So take a look, you know, again, and I think on purpose, we didn't do anything overly excessive. It's just, you know, perfect for, you know, right now where I think maybe our schedules are a little scaled back. We're not going out all that much. But then we can create more of an intense look if we choose.
So this is a lovely smoky eye here on Brittany.
Look at this.
I love those colours on her skin tone as well. So she's done more of the darker shades at the end of the palette. So you've got deeper purples there that you can use to smoke out. So we've gone from one spectrum to the other. And I just think that looks so beautiful on her skin tone.
This really shows the blendability. Have you ever tried to like piece, let me use this color and then you look like you have a striped eye. Like they all blend. So gorgeous.
They look beautiful on your eyes.
So let's wrap our head around how much it would cost then to, you know, pick and pluck. You know some of the lines they do, like, oh, you have to buy an empty palette and then you have to buy the little pots of each of the colors.
Yes.
And before you know it, you spend $250 to build your own palette. And that's absurd because maybe there's probably going to be a color or two in here that you don't use as much as the others. But that $30.55 brings you the entire palette so you can play every single day. It's a different look.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this one kind of bridges the gap, right, between the super, super nude look and the more intense look that we just saw.
Yeah, we wanted to kind of include as many looks as we can. So like you say, you're not carrying loads of makeup around. Right. You know, if you can put everything in palette form, it makes it so much easier in your makeup bag. You've got an eyeshadow palette, you've got a palette you can do your concealing and your highlighting with, maybe a highlight palette, and then you're done rather than 20 products to do, you know, something that one palette can do.
At the cost of one, that's the big thing, $30.55. I know, you know, because I go into the prestige makeup stores and I look at some of the palettes and I go, it must be nice, you know, to just be able to walk in and spend $85 on a palette of eyeshadow. But, you know, one thing that maybe we haven't spoken to enough, and I think we should, is the quality of your line, especially when compared to that price tag of $30. I think a lot of us go, $30 for all those eyeshadows, is it like drugstore quality? But we've seen how beautifully it blends on everybody. And then going back to some of those big names that I can't mention.
Gotta check them out.
Check them out online. Are not going to be using eyeshadows that are streaky or collect in the crease.
In the crease,
right? And then 2 p.m. you go, oh, everybody's met in the middle. That's lovely.
Yeah, and we do try, like me, I made in the UK, and we try to make as much of our product in the UK. So we want to keep the quality high. So everything is, you know, I pick everything from hand. So whether it's the texture, the smell, the payoff, the packaging, I really put my heart into it. So I would never put anything that I wasn't comfortable with. And this is a lovely palette.
I love that every morning you look and you go, oh, I'm a goddess, right?
Yes.
You know, I mean, makeup. I can get on a soapbox about this, but, you know, some people would say, well, you know, I don't like to wear makeup because I don't like to cover things up. I think it's actually the opposite, and people are missing the point. Like, it's empowering. It brings out of you, like when I do my makeup, or I'm blessed to have makeup artists here at QVC and Beauty IQ do my makeup, it's emboldening, and it makes you feel good, and it's fun to let your personality shine, but it can be a little scary sometimes. And some of these, you know, crazy colors, I go, it's just not flattering for me. But when I look at this palette, I look at every gal on the set here, and I don't look at anybody and go, this is not really for you. Because it's for everybody. Even, you know, a teenager, somebody who's just starting out in makeup.
Yeah, because there's such fun shades in there. They're not really dark, they're not really heavy. So, you know, they are, you know, suitable for different ages. You know, we're not saying, oh, that's too dark for you, or, you know, that's too much glitter for you. We've just tried to make a really nice spectrum of colours with nice payoff and finishes that will complement. And, you know,
this just kind of occurred to me too, but you could, you know, do a look like maybe kind of like Delphine had, and then switch over 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., and you're going out, and just add a couple. You don't have to start the whole face over, right?
Definitely.
So if you want to create more of that smokier eye, you've already built the base of something with our more neutral colors, and then you could just amp it up from there.
Yeah, definitely. Just add a pop of colour. Like, I love the bronze colour Petra in here as well. It's so pretty. I'll see. Sorry.
Oh, the one right in the middle.
Yeah, I love this. You know, I've used this as a highlighter as well.
I was just going to say, I would love to see like a big palette in that color
it's
too.
So pretty. So I use that on my cheeks and all sorts. I just love that shade.
So I have no idea the answer to this question, so I hope I'm not throwing you off. But could I maybe wet this and use it as a liner if I wanted to take one of the darker colors and just kind of like...
I did that earlier.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Yeah, I do that. So yeah, definitely. Even like a makeup setting spray you could spray on your brush and then apply it, you know, so then it's going to stay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something like that would be nice.
That's smart too.
Yeah.
I'm shocked at this price tag. I not to keep going back there, but $30.55, and we could continue to bring models out in 100 different looks. But that being said, couldn't we just wash one color of our lids? We've got 30 seconds to get out the door, right? Mm-hmm. Because some of these have so much dimension to them. You could just choose one of these shades and just wash it over the lid and just be done with it, right? As opposed to blending.
Which is what I normally do in the week. You know, in the week when I'm going to work.
Right.
I'm not smoking my eye out, you know. I haven't got time for that. So I'll be like, okay, this is a colour I know complements me. That will go on. You know, I'll be using the concealer kit more as, the contour kit more as a concealer.
Right.
Because I haven't always got time to contour either.
Right.
But like you say, it takes it from, well, I can use this, you know, very quickly,
right.
or at the weekend, or if I've got a special event, then I can really dig into it and play with it and have some more fun with it.
I think this look might be my favorite. I mean,
I
because
love
it
yes.
looks so professional and romantic, but not overdone. You know, there are some days I totally get it where you kind of want to keep it subdued, and some days you really want to bring it, right? And so depending on who you are and what that is for you, I think that's a great one too. I also chuckle a little bit because, you know, obviously we have 3 or 4 models. We go to them frequently, and you would think, gosh, she's been applying 2 and 3 times. That's got to start to look kind of crazy, right? But because it is such a lightweight and fresh product, you can really layer it up, and it's okay.
Yeah, and they look glamorous. They don't look heavily made up, like you say. It looks feminine, and it looks pretty. You know, it doesn't look like lots of heavy eye makeup, even though they have been applying it throughout the show.
We acknowledge in real life you're probably not applying your makeup 4 times in 10 minutes.
No one's got time for that.
Nobody has time for that, right? And we don't mean to imply that you even would need to, right?
No.
But it's just, you know, I think at this point, you know, we chuckle and we laugh about the 5-minute face. Isn't everybody's face a 5-minute face? I mean, it's only maybe on a random odd Sunday that I can just really kind of take my time, and usually I'm not wearing a lot of makeup on that day anyway, right? So we're busy in the mornings. We want to put our best face forward. We want to feel good, and it really is, I think, on the makeup to do that for you. You should not need a degree or a skill set that's taken years to build in order to achieve a look that makes you look in the mirror and go, that's really nice. The product should do that.
Yes.
And that's what Charlotte's mission has been. We only have a couple minutes left in the show, but I really have to hand it to her for acknowledging a need. Don't we always, I do it too, I'm like, I got a great idea for something. And I do nothing about it, right? You know? And Charlotte said, no, I think we have a great idea for something. I'm going to see if it works. Oh. And so many friends came to her and said, yes, it's working. Give us more. That she didn't stop there, and look where you are right now. And that's incredible. That's like the great global success story. So would love, if we could, guys, just kind of like pan across these shades one more time because they're all so beautiful. Yours, by the way, when it comes to you, has like a little liner on top and may have like a little bit of scattering of the shadow on there. So just take that off. Shake it off.
Blow it off.
And you're done. And then your job is just to practice some of the cool names.
Yes. and I'm sure you can all pronounce them much better than me, my Northern English accent, which is not at all.
I always laugh and joke, and I go, when you have an accent, it makes you so much more credible. Like, I just believe everything that you say.
And it's just so beautiful. More like the Queen or Kate Middleton, but I'm not from that part of England, so I have
we're so excited about you, Princess, too.
I know.
Right?
Yes. She's so beautiful.
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. And I hear she has a great personality, too. All right, so 836-4383 is how we're closing out the show. If you missed it, I would implore you to go to beautyiq.com and check out, because there are more items that we've debuted from Contour Cosmetics that we just didn't have time to put in the show. More. But we're so excited to debut it here. You've asked for it. Her followers have asked for it. She traveled overseas with a little one on the way. We can't thank you enough for that. So at $30.55.
I've so enjoyed it.
You got 30 days to try it out. 30 looks to try out before you even have to decide. All right, so can you remind me, well, actually, Courtney, you can just tell me, what do you have coming up? Yeah, what's coming up? You can just, all right, Peter Thomas Roth.
And then I have beauty tips and tools where I am, for the first time ever, going to do the Illuminage. Oh, my mic is up. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay, so stop swearing. No, I'm just kidding. She won't swear.
Well, that's actually a really good thing that you said. We know that I don't have the best mouth. But I'm going to try the Illuminage. I've never had, like, a form of, like, laser or light hair removal.
Oh, really?
Ever,
well, this is the one that you should start with because it feels like literally nothing.
Oh.
I already treated the forearm and all the witch